More now on the uproar over racial comments attributed to NBA owner Donald Sterling. His alleged words are infuriating just about everyone in basketball and beyond. From Michael Jordan, owner of the Charlotte Bobcats, quote, "I'm obviously disgusted that a fellow team owner could hold such sickening and offensive views." Miami Heat star LeBron James says there is no room for Donald Sterling in our league. And LA Lakers star Kobe Bryant tweeted, "I couldn't play for him." Bill Rhoden is a sports columnist for the New York Times and joins us this morning. You heard Kevin Johnson with the Players Association say this morning the NBA has got to deal with this swiftly and forcefully. What do you think they do? Yeah,
they have. Well, they have to. I mean, they've got either at the very least suspend this guy if in fact they find out that Sterling is him. Just about everybody who knows him knows that it's him, but we have to follow the truth where it leads. I think there's so many issues here, but two of the issues, I think this is a moral issue for fans, for the consumer. And I keep thinking about what happened in Montgomery, Alabama, when black folks in Alabama decide, you know what, we're not riding the buses anymore. When the consumer is speaking, decide, you know what, we're not buying this product anymore. So now, as the series shifts to Los Angeles, I think, yes, I mean, I think a lot of my colleagues, the players should do this, the players should do that, and they should because, but they're under contract. The fans are not under contract. If the fans are saying that 20,000, say percent, said, you know what, we do not want to be a part of this mob. We do not want to be a part of this. We're going to stay away. We're going to stay away this series and next series. I think that.
But why punish the players then for the outrageous comments by the owner?
But then, are they punishing the players, or do you reward the owner? In other words, the players have already said, in so many words, if we didn't have to be here, we wouldn't. The fans, the spectators who are going to buy the popcorn, who are going to pay for parking, all these things accrue to whose benefit?
If it is, in fact, Donald Sterling, and we'll know very shortly, is there anything to be said about, he said this in the privacy of his own home. He was clearly, some would say, when you listen to the tape, she seems to be leading him, goading him. He's in the privacy of his own home, and he makes these comments.
Yeah, she was leading, but clearly, if you're a racist, you're a racist. And that's the reality, the fact that this guy holds these views. And you're right, in the privacy of our own home, we say things, but if you hold certain feelings, certain attitudes, and it comes out, then you've got to deal with those. You've got to deal with the consequences.
And if he is a racist, Bill, it seems very odd that he would be in a business where he employs many people who are minorities.
But but that's almost because in that industry, in the NBA, you got to hire black players to earn money for your franchise. Doesn't mean that you necessarily have to love
Were you surprised that the NAACP was going to give him a Lifetime Achievement Award for his work with minorities?
For the second time.
For the second, you're right, Jeff. For the second
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're a billionaire, you could buy favors, you could buy things, buy contributions. I mean, that's why people want to be billionaires, because money is power. But again, when things like this happen, everybody kind of gets exposed. Your relationships, who you deal with. People say, well, wait a minute, why are you dealing with this guy? Well, because he was giving me a contribution. So now everybody's kind of embarrassed because a lot of people have been dealing with somebody who many people know has kind of been like this.
What about the position that the black players and the coach are in today? Do you think that they knew that he held these kind of views? It seems that when you look at his history, it's no secret how he seemed to feel.
I think a lot in the industry. I mean, Elgin Baylor, who's one of the most beloved, he's a Hall of Fame player. And how Sterling treated this man was an embarrassment, and it was obscene. So the people knew, but again, I'm signing a $40 million contract, and I think for a lot of young players, what they realize now is that just because you've got money doesn't necessarily mean you've got power, and so. There are a lot of very interesting things about who. I think the Adam Silver probably has the most pressure of anybody. This is his first major act as commissioner. How are you going to deal with this? And I'm telling him, Adam, you got to make a move very quickly. You cannot. I know you want to follow the truth where it leads, but Michael Jordan is angry. LeBron James is angry. Kobe Bryant is angry. You better be angry too.
Could be a very defining moment for
absolutely, absolutely.
If you're Doc Rivers, do you coach for him next year?
Depends on what my contract says. Seriously, I mean, yes, Doc could make a great standard principle, so I'm not coming back, and I would really respect him for that. But I'd also respect him if he says, listen, I'm coaching for my players, I'm coaching for my, because again, many of us may work for people or have worked for people who don't particularly like the fact that you're there. Does that make you stay away, or do you keep on, fighting the good fight and doing the good deed?
Yeah, it's a very different story, though, when you know it so publicly. Thank you, Bill Rhoden. Thank you very much.